When I heard that my daughter would be different in 1 week, my first thought was, yeah, right. Like, have you met my daughter? I really just wanted to invite him, say, come over to my house, come to my sandbox, see what's really happening. This cannot change in 1 week. My experience using this program was incredible. At first, I was nervous. I didn't think I would be able to implement the strategies and how to help my daughter. But really, it gave us the tools that we needed to help her learn to control her anger. I first went home and we started using it. Well, the first thing we did is we explained the whole thing to her, and she's a very intelligent girl. And so from like day one, the first day, she was an angel. Like, we didn't have to do anything. We just had to tell her she got it. But then in about the second and third day, I don't know, it just kind of wore off. And so we started using the strategies that he told us. And I wondered if she was going to spend her entire day in timeout. I thought, oh, she is not going to get this. This is not going to work. She is going to spend the rest of her life in timeout. Then it just started, it seemed to me to be slower. She's a resilient child. She's very intelligent. She started getting it, and then it helped her. It seemed to diffuse her anger and get her to a place where she could learn to handle it. So that it was awesome, and it just turns out that we have our beautiful, happy, delightful daughter back. I love it. I love being a mom again. It's awesome. And instead of me having to help her go to timeout now, if she has to go to timeout, she goes immediately. She does it right away. She usually doesn't complain about it. That was unheard of before. It wouldn't have happened. It used to be I was spending like 3 hours, it felt like 3 or 4 hours a day parenting her, like just my interactions with her. It was so exhausting. And now it's not like that at all. It's easy. Like I said, I just love being a mom to her again. So the hardest thing, I think, was just actually doing it thinking that it was too harsh for her when the consistency was exactly what she needed. In implementing this program, our whole family dynamic did change. The focus was no longer consistently on this one child. Everyone started getting the attention that they also needed. We were going through quite a bit of change in our family, and it was a lot of stress, which is why I think she kind of got into this cycle of behavior. And so we were dealing with her a lot of the time. And the other kids could see, oh, this is what is happening. This is what happens if you misbehave. This is what happens if you make those choices. And they were more than happy to make better choices. I've used every parenting technique. I went to classes, I read books, I've listened to tapes or CDs, and there was nothing that I found that would work with this child. My other children are different, and they respond very quickly and easily to different kinds of techniques. Nothing worked for her. This was the only thing that I found that worked, and it worked quickly. I was in a more desperate situation. I was at the end of my rope. I needed something that I knew would help, and I didn't believe him that it would help, but it was awesome. So it definitely was exactly what she needed.